What's up, disc golfers? Today I am throwing at Oologah Lake disc golf course, and it's a super beginner friendly course. As you'll see, I had a opening drive. That's hole number one, a nice putt to make it a birdie on hole number two. All these holes are actually par threes, with all of them being under probably like 375. I think 350 something's about the longest. These first three holes are probably my favorite. I'm the most consistent on them, throwing a birdie. This is my home course. And as you'll see, that was a disappointing putt. I really thought I could make that. That's well within my range, but it left me with a tap in. So we move on to hole number three. A good drive, but it hangs a little bit too far to the left, but I can manage. So here's my putt. And once again, my putt game was not doing so hot. I think I was choking thanks to the camera, all the pressure. That was a super low throw. I'm actually not very happy with that throw at all. So the approach shot wasn't the easiest. I like to hang it out over that road and have it come back down, and I'm not so consistent on this hole, but I save par, and we move on to hole number five. Now, hole number five plays like one of the longest because you've got to keep it underneath the trees, even though it's all pretty much downhill, and for whatever reason, it plays really long. As you can see, I wasn't real happy with that approach shot. Left me with a long putt, and there's a bogey. So left me with a tap-in bogey. This hole plays really long because it's uphill the whole way, just slightly, and you've got a low ceiling, so you've really either got to play a roller shot or a forehand like I'm playing there. I was actually really happy with this approach. Usually I don't get that great of approach. Left me with a backpack par. This is another hole that really shouldn't be that hard, but with the low ceiling right there on that tree line, if you get too high like I just did, the tree knocks it down and you don't get any distance. Now, honestly, this was not one of my best shots of the day. Again, I just wasn't having a great day, but I got a super lucky skip that gave me a decent putt. Normally a putt that I make, but for whatever reason, I was rushing and felt the pressure of the camera and very disappointed, and that was just really embarrassing. So we move on to hole number 8. This is one of my favorite holes. It's typically a birdie for me. Even though it's slightly uphill, I can usually get it pretty close to the basket like I did here for a birdie. Let's see if I can make it. And I finally get my putter to connect with the chains and stay in the basket. So now we're on to hole number 9. Now, hole number 9 plays a lot farther. It's slightly uphill, but it's just wide open. It's whatever the heck you want to throw and get it as far as you can go. Now, this throw, it wasn't too bad. You'll see that it actually kind of lands in the valley, but in between the hills, and it just makes for a really tough putt to save birdie. But here it is. Let's see if I can do it. Nope, I laid up just to finish out with par, and that's Oologah Lake.